order to maximize the potential sales of any product on Amazon, you need to have two things. Number one, a great product, and number two, an incredible product listing. And we all know what a great product is, but what about a great listing? Well, in this video, I'm going to go over the top things that all incredible listings have in common and specifically show you how you can use them to create an incredible product listing that's going to generate tons of clicks and ultimately tons of sales. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And with all that being said, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're on the laptop right now. And the very first thing that I want to stress is that there are two main things for a listing. We have the pictures, the aesthetics, the things that look pleasing to the eye that make you actually want to look at the product itself. And then we have the actual ranking, the keywords, the title, the bullet points, the keyword stuff, title, and bullet points. Now, when we combine these both together, we have a great listing that, once again, looks good and is also searchable. So when someone types in a specific search term, your listing actually pops up, and then they can click on it based on the good picture to get in the door, can get continuously sold by the supporting pictures that, once again, look good, and then that ultimately helps you rank through the keywords. So if we take a look at my laptop, this is going to be a blender bottle electric. This is going to be, for that search term, blender bottle electric, we have the top ranking product. Now, for this product, it has 6,313 reviews. It's been here for a very long time, but it makes sense why it's doing so well. So as a new seller on Amazon, you really only have three places to convince your customer to buy your product. Once again, that is the title, that is the amazing product pictures, and that is also going to be the bullet points. These are going to be the places where we have the most leverage to convince our customer that our product is for them. Now, if we do not have good pictures, then people are not going to click on our product. So if we look at his very first picture, we have to get people in the door. Yes, you want to be searchable through the title and through the bullet points, but people never click on your product. It doesn't matter. So for his very first picture, we have a very high quality professional product picture. And this is what I really stress, that you guys spend time or spend money on product pictures to get people in your door, because you can have the most amazing product in the world, but if you cannot portray that through pictures, then no one's going to ever click and no one's going to ever see your product. And if we look at his main picture, it's great. His supporting picture, very high quality, shows the different components, shows it being taken apart, odor-free, stain resistant. He shows a workout picture with dumbbell. What I would like to see in this main image, or in this third image, is someone actually using the blender bottle. He should have had a lifestyle picture. Just being able to see another human being in that picture is going to increase the conversion rate, because people can actually see themselves, you know, working out and doing what that other human being is doing. Even though it's pretty implied, when people can actually see it, there's been studies that show that the conversion rate goes up a big amount. So that's very essential if you want to have higher conversion rates, to include someone smiling using your product. That's essential. And then he does more and more pictures than he has his video. So an easy way to get started with product pictures is to browse the top 3 to 5 competitors in whatever niche you're trying to enter and look at their pictures. And within the pictures, you can see exactly what they're doing, what type of design elements they're using, and brainstorm exactly what you want to have in your very own pictures. And with these, you want to take it to a website such as Fiverr or Outline-Matic and get your pictures created. Now, how do we actually show up in front of customers and rank on Amazon? So if you look at his actual ranking, so we have the aesthetics, the pictures, and we have the ranking. We have his title. He has the Pro Mix Pro shaker bottle, rechargeable, powerful for smooth protein shakes, includes supplement storage, BPA free. He has a bunch of keywords in here. When it comes to generating your product title, the first thing you should do to get started is to look at 3 to 5 of the top competitors in whatever niche you're in, copy their titles, and paste it in a Word document. Now you want to analyze and see exactly what they're doing with their titles, what type of keywords they're using, and seeing exactly the specific words they're including in their title to give you ideas on exactly what you should put in your very own title. And also make sure to include keywords that you are ranking. And then his actual bullet points. So once again, the title and these bullet points need to be stuffed with keywords. And not just any keywords, but specific keywords that are going to be relevant to your product. If you're wondering how we get keywords, we basically go to Helium 10, and we're going to basically come to the tool that is called Cerebro. And so let's say that we took this product and we just grab the ASIN. So if we do Command F, ASIN, scroll down, grab his ASIN, and if we put it into Cerebro, it's going to give us all of the different keywords that he is ranking for. Now, so for our top competitors, let's say we're trying to sell this particular blender bottle. We want to go to our top competitors, to grab the top 3 to 5 ASINs that are going to be similar to our product, paste them in Cerebro right here, and then click Get Keywords. And now from these keywords, we're gonna add all the keywords that are hyper relevant to our product. By hyper relevant, meaning that if we're selling a blue blender bottle that's electric, we want to be having a blue blender bottle that's electric. We don't want to be having a red one. We don't want to be having a smoothie maker. You know, it is a electric blender bottle, and that's when we'll be having all the keywords that are super hyper relevant to our product that describe our product very accurately. So if we were to come down here, we can see all of these search volumes for these words, the word, the search volume trend, the number of competing products. We want to stick with ones that have not a ton of competition, like this 4,000 word electric mixer bottle. You might still have that in your specific listing, but you want to be focusing on the ones that are going to have not a ton of competing products and that have high searches. We want to do this for, once again, for our top 3 to 5 competitors. We're going to be keeping these words, putting them into our title and stuffing them into our actual listing bullet points, but in a way that, you know, actually makes sense and that flows and it's not just super jargony and super random. Now, in the title, we want to be having descriptive, hyper-relevant keywords that are describing our product. He has his specific colors, he has specifically what it is, and he has other keywords to help him rank that are relevant to his product. In the product pictures, we know that we need to have extremely high quality pictures. And if you're looking for high quality pictures, Outline-Matic has an extensive design team. I personally use them in the past, and they have an amazing amount of product packaging, logo design, infographics, enhanced brand content, and specifically product pictures for your specific product. Now, if you're interested in them, I have a 10% off discount code down below where you can save 10% off your very first order. Now, in the About This Item section or the bullet points, we have specific places where we can really describe to our customer why our product is going to fix all their issues and be better than all the other products on the market. Now, this is where I personally excel because there are different levels of marketing you can have in your actual writing. You can have on the surface showcasing what your product is, or you can take it multiple steps further and have psychological and specific reasons why the customer is going to be forced to buy your product after they read your specific bullet points. Now, if you want me to cover that in a future video, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will make sure to do that, but I only wanted to cover it if you guys are interested in it, because once again, it's a lot of value, and I don't have time to cover it in this video. It has to be a separate video on the specific bullet points and how you can really take your bullet points to the next level and really, really convert customers. And if we go from the title to pictures to bullet points, scroll a little bit further down, we can have the enhanced brand content, the product description. Now, as a beginner, you're not going to have this place where you can have all these long pictures and all the text, and even has a video now. That's pretty new, but you're not gonna have these as a beginner. This is when you have brand registry, where you put, you know, 800,000 bucks in your trademark, you have brand registry, and then you're allowed access to have basically where you can put these big pictures, more text, and you can even put text behind the pictures that you can actually have more additional spots to rank from. Now, as a beginner, you're just gonna have a couple of sentences where you can put, it's not gonna be any of this, once again, it's not gonna be anything fancy, it's gonna be more text, just like the bullet points. So for your product description, you wanna have more descriptiveness about your product, along with more keywords in there that are going to help you rank. When people search for terms, you can have more keywords in your product description. But if you do have brand registry, which you may or may not have, you can have additional places where, once again, you can have more and more text and more pictures and do more and more selling on why your product is better than all the other products out on the market. Now, another tool that is a game changer is Helium 10's listing analyzer. So let me show you guys this really quick. If we come to tools on Helium 10 and we scroll down to the listing analyzer, we basically can put any ASIN into Helium 10 and they will basically show us what this product is doing well and what it's not doing well. Now they're going to analyze. It says please allow for up to a minute for more complex analysis, and they're going to have different criteria and an overall rating for the product and showing you what it is out of 10. So out of 10, the listing quality score for this product, which once again is no surprise because it is a very, very good product, is going to be 10, a very, very good listing. And now we have a breakdown. So what they recommend is going to be the title not containing any symbols or emojis, which is a no-brainer. It's Amazon, we're not on Instagram, not on Snapchat. No emojis, no symbols. Title contains at least 150 or more characters. Now, what that means is that the title, the length of the title right here, we have a little bit of it, but basically this full amount right here is going to have at least 150 more characters. That allows you to have more keywords in your title, be more descriptive, and overall rank for more and more search terms. So when people search for different things, you pop up in front of them. That is very key that you have at least 150 characters. Next, 5+ bullet points. Back if you come to the listing right here, he has at least 5 bullet points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is what they recommend. That's what I highly recommend. You don't want to be having 2 bullet points, don't want to be having 3. You want to have as much space to rank for more and more keywords as you possibly can, while also selling through the persuasive techniques in your listing and showcasing why the customer needs your product. Now, each bullet point needs to have at least 150 characters. The first letter of each bullet point is capitalized. Bullet points are not in all caps. That's essential. You don't want to be having, super spammy looking bullet points. Now we have 1,000+ characters in the description or A+ content. Once again, as a beginner, you're probably not gonna have A+ content. You wanna get a couple sales under your belt, make sure the product is actually selling well, and then you wanna go down A+ content in the future, but it's not essential as a beginner, but you do wanna have that in the future sometime. And you need to have 1,000+ characters in the description, because once again, that allows you to be ranking for more and more keywords. This was just for the copy or the text. In terms of the actual pictures, we have specific criteria. Each picture having at least 1,000 times 1,000 pixels. So if we look at these pixels, and if we were to inspect them, they would each be at least 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. The main image is on a white background. You have at least 7+ images, which is very essential. You want to be showcasing your picture in different images, different angles, a lifestyle to increase conversion. All that, you're going to be having at least 7+ images, and lastly, including a product video. Now, product videos dramatically increase the conversion rate, or the rate that someone's actually going to convert and buy your product, because they can physically see your product, and it's no longer a one-dimensional product. Like here, all these, you know what it is, and it does show, maybe two-dimensional, but once they can actually physically see it, in the actual video, they're going to be a lot more likely to buy. For some products, people are not going to buy if there's no product video, because they need to see that three-dimensional, the size, the space, all that, see exactly what it is. And product video does an amazing job of selling that. It needs to be a minute long, or preferably 20-30 seconds, but no longer than a minute. And so once again, a product video will take your sales to the next level, because once again, customers can physically see that product themselves. Even though they can already see the pictures, they can actually see it through a video. And so Helium 10 recommends 20+ reviews. This is something that I have also noticed, that once you hit around 20 reviews, something in the algorithm happens and you start getting more and more sales faster, and at least having 4+ average star rating. You don't want to be having anything lower than a 4.5, in my honest opinion. Obviously you want to be having more than 4 stars. That's no brainer. If you don't have more than 4 stars, your product is crappy, it's trash, and that's going to be very hard to do, honestly, unless you just didn't spend any time with the product innovation, product samples, all that. If you scroll further down, we can see the market analysis. The 13,000 sales a month generates $250,000 in sales, the average price, all this good stuff. If you scroll further down, we can see the specific keywords that they're ranking for. So number 1 for these top 4 keywords with this amount of search volume. They are also number 2 for a bunch more. And we can basically see all the different rankings they have for all their keywords. To recap, you want to be having a title, bullet points, pictures. For the title, you need to be having hyper relevant keywords and explaining what your product specifically is. For the product pictures, you need to be having professional product pictures, because if you don't, then the customer is not going to feel confident that you can deliver on a good product if you don't even have good pictures that's showcasing what your product is. Now, for the actual bullet points, we're going to be having specific reasons why the customer needs our product, why they cannot buy another product because their other products will not deliver on what our product will. And in a future video, if you let me know in the comments down below that you would like to see this, I will cover a specific psychological and persuasive technique on how to really craft an amazing bullet points for your specific product. Now, the next thing that we have is A+ content. Once again, you probably won't have this to begin with, but if you do decide to spend the $800 to $1,000 to get a trademark or brand registry, it is going to help you, have more additional spots to rank your product for. And so essentially, you need to be using all this information to craft an amazing product listing that's going to have a very high conversion rate. That when someone comes onto your actual listing, they're going to be forced to buy, because once again, you have the best version of the product on the market, and your listing clearly displays that. Now, conversions are great and all, but if you never get clicks, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So if you're interested in figuring out exactly how to maximize your click-through rate to get people on your listing, then click on this video right here.